Hello and welcome. Kindly subscribe and watch to the end. Coming up is...
And I don't see anything new. In fact, there's a very big joke in the education sector. We thought that this time the president would think about an educationist.
We are not opposing. We don't.
The recent President Ruto's nominee has been received with mixed reaction by elected leaders, churches, and unions. Education docket has received the loudest applause. Union officials have expressed contrasting opinion on different platforms on the credibility of the CS nominee Julius Migos Ogambo. Many felt that it is such a time the sector needed a CS who is an educationist to quickly fit because CBC is at the center of its implementation.
We are not opposing. We don't do vetting in parliament. That is not within our mandate. It isn't. We shall pick on one and support one who has been vetted in parliament and now takes over the docket. But first and foremost, we must thank the president for coming up with a nominee in the docket of education as early as this. I want to thank Mashogu, the former CS, for doing his best. If anything, I cannot forget Mashogu CS, Mheshimiwa, was very consultative. He took his time to listen to stakeholders. He took his time before he acted. And I think the incoming nominee should take the same cue.
I am specific on the issue of the Minister of Education. One, this was the running mate of the former minister. And we feel like it is just the same minister going to be there on behalf of the other one who has left. And we are saying specifically we want a person who has gone through serious education, a person who has been in class and moved through ranks up to the position even of doctorate or even professor, the way it is.
Let us listen to one another. Let the government listen to the people. Let the people also listen to the government. And when we listen together, then therefore we'll move on and we'll soldier on and address the issues that bedevil this country, that bedevil the sectors of this country, especially in education. For us, we have a reservation on the nominee for the docket of education, in the sense that we would have wished to have somebody who is versed with issues about education, not law.
We want a person who has gone through serious education, a person who has been in class and moved through ranks up to the position even of doctorate or even professor, the way it is. But it must be a person who understands the
elite political class is not left behind on educational matters.
And I've been a major campaigner and it has not come to light. And I've been saying without hesitation, na kwa walimu I've always been praying ya kwamba we should have a constitutionalized Teachers Service Commission. Na nilikuwa nikisema ya kwamba, you know, if you go to the Judicial Service Commission, even practicing lawyers are in the Judicial Service Commission. Ukienda Parliamentary Service Commission, hata wabunge wako pale katika Parliamentary Service Commission. Mawakili ambao wako kwa Judicial Service Commission ni mawakili ndio wanachagua. Kule bunge wale wenzetu wako kwa Parliamentary Service Commission ni wabunge ndio wanawaweka huko. So I'm looking for a day, and if we work together, that we should have a Teachers Service Commission in which the membership is determined and elected by teachers.
People that over years have led the education sector are people who have not well grounded in the matters of education in this country. Look at them. Look at them. Professor Magoha tried, but he is a surgeon. Look at Machogu. He was an administrator. I thought he was correcting that mistake. But now what are we seeing? He is a deputy who ran as a deputy governor in the last election. That was Machogu's deputy. Now he removes Machogu and he brings his deputy. Surely, are we headed to the wrong? Are we headed in the right direction? We want to ask the president as early as now, pick somebody from the education sector, and there are many who can transform this sector, not political appointees. We will not accept anything. We will not accept. This time we must get it right. And getting it right means we must pick somebody from the sector. Just like it happens every other place. Kwa nini hapa ndio tunaletewa watu wengine ambao tuelewi? Lawyers, mara surgeons, mara sijui nini. Are there no people who can lead this sector? We are telling the president, no, this time, no. We will not accept that.
Okay, it is the prerogative of the president to appoint ministers. On our part, we will be very at home with a professional, somebody who has moved through this ministry, somebody who could have had hands-on experience in matters education, because there are a lot of things that happen now. We are in a season of transition, and it is important that we get a hands-on person to guide the education system and education structures of this country.
I have perused through the nominees and the list of the nominees, and I don't see anything new. The same names are coming up again, and in fact, there's a very big joke in the education sector. We thought that this time the president would think about an educationist, somebody who has been in the education sector for some time, who has expertise on what is happening and ailing this sector. We are seeing, yes, a capable person in the name of a lawyer. What is wrong with the education sector? How comes for over many years the government of Kenya has not found anybody in the education sector fit to lead this sector? We have a problem with this, with that. Yes, I know that my brother Ogambo could be a good lawyer, an experienced lawyer, but education need to be handled by educationists, expert in the education, and we have many of them, professors, doctors, name it. It is it that teachers are not right when it comes to this government. Why is every government not getting it correctly? We want to tell the president, we have just seen that list of nomination. Please resend that list. Give us somebody who understands the education sector in terms of somebody who has grown in the education sector, who understands it better, that will provide for us solutions. We don't think Ogambo.
What is the position of the union on the matters to do with JSS confirmation, CBA implementation and medical cover?
And from the Teacher Service Commission that are intimating to us, telling us that the government austerity measures are going to affect the teachers and the budget that they have at Teacher Service Commission. And therefore that means that the phase 2 of the CBA that we are expecting to be effected in July, this July, at the end of this July, will not be effected. We are also being informed that the medical cover for teachers that is supposed to expire by October this year is also not going to be renewed because the government has no money. We are also informed that the JSS interns that were supposed to be confirmed on permanent and pensionable terms, the 46,000 of them, are also going to miss out. We want to tell the government of Kenya that as teachers, we will not accept anything. We will not accept anything or any information or any explanation that is trying to tell us that the teachers will not get the phase 2 CBA. That is not going to happen. As the teachers of this county and the teachers of Kenya, we are giving a warning to His Excellency the President and the Kenya Kwanza government that the teachers of Kenya are not ready for anything less than the phase 2 CBA that must be implemented as we agreed. We must implement it. This is something that went through the entire process and was deposited in a court of law, so it has to be implemented. Number 2, we are saying that teachers' medical cover is not something to be played around with. It is about our health, it is about the health of our children, it is about our health of everybody else in the teaching profession. So anything that we are told that it is going to be cancelled, it will not work. What will we be working for? If there is no salary, if there is no medical cover, and we have no teachers of JSS to come and support us, we will not accept that. And we want to make it clear to the country that KUPPET and the National Secretary has already made a pronouncement on this. We are giving a notice of 7 days to the government of Kenya, that within 7 days we want to see progress on those 3 items that I've mentioned. If we don't see anything, schools will not open come September. It will not happen. We will have a conversation with this government on the streets, no longer in bedrooms. We shall talk on the street with the government of Kenya, and we are telling them not to try us this time, not to try the teachers of this country. No, don't play with our health. Don't play with us. We will not accept anything less than confirmation of intern teachers, 46,000 of them. We will not accept anything less than phase 2 of the CBA. We will not accept anything less than the renewal of our medical cover and even making it better. Kama hakuna hiyo, we will not report to work when schools open for third term.